The first superstar that I have on this list is probably the most unlikely, but for the storyline, it makes the most sense. And I'm talking about the final boss, The Rock. Yes, the guy who doesn't show up to pay off storylines, as we've seen with this whole John Cena Cody Rhodes fiasco. Nowhere to be found at WrestleMania 41, nowhere to be found at SummerSlam. I think that it might just be done. Like, don't think we will see the final boss ever again, especially if it's not the comeback for John Cena. But if he did come back, I think obviously him being John Cena's final opponent would make sense because of the history there. Obviously, they've had two matches in the past, WrestleMania 28, WrestleMania 29. They're 1-1 in those matches. And then obviously, like I said, this whole storyline of John Cena selling out to The Rock back at Elimination Chamber, going on to win the title at WrestleMania. But obviously not really giving us a reason as to why, and then The Rock just not showing up. So the whole storyline, it just hasn't been there. But obviously, John Cena turned babyface at SummerSlam, getting defeated by Cody Rhodes, losing the title. So, in The Rock's eyes, he could have gone soft, right? So, The Rock would have a legitimate reason to come back and, come after John Cena and potentially be his final opponent. Like I said, I just think this is so unlikely because I don't think The Rock's ego is going to allow him to, lose to John Cena in his retirement match and then, have, John Cena be 2-1 against him in his career. Because I do think if The Rock was John Cena's final opponent, John Cena would have to win that. Like, if you had Cena lose that, I feel like that would absolutely suck.